Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Comedy Jungle podcast, where we interview local area comedians. Tonight we have with us the fabulous Joe the Animal, and he is from Troy, Illinois. How you doing tonight, Joe?
Hi, how are you?
Peachy.
He's doing peachy. Joe, keep in mind that here in the Comedy Jungle, there is only one rule, and that rule is that there are no rules, only fun. Are you ready? Perfect. Today's theme is funny animal comedy and stuff. Joe, you're one of my favorite personal comedians.
Well, thank you.
Love your stuff. My wife loves you too. In fact, she has a secret question for me to ask you later. But the first question that I always ask anyone who comes on the show is, have you ever banged anyone famous?
No.
No famous bangs?
Yeah, I did. I take it back. I banged Madonna. I still can't go back to the Wax Museum.
Sweet. This is going to be a fun one. I can tell already. All right. Now, these are some basic background dull questions that I kind of forced to ask. But how did you get the name The Animal?
It wasn't from comedy, oddly enough. I mean, my comedy not exactly, I'm not exactly Red Skelton's squeaky clean material, But I was a boxer and football player, high school wrestler. I got dared at a party to knock a football player out with one punch, and that's how I became the Animal.
Nice. I thought it was because you were animal control officer.
No, I was the Animal well before that. I was a Golden Gloves boxer in 1983.
So did you ever just knock somebody clean out?
Oh yeah.
Oh, tell me about that, because that's cool.
Well, a football player, he was just kind of an annoying guy, and I didn't like him. Went to school with him. He was a big braggart. I hate that son of a bitch. And my buddy goes, I bet you can't knock him out with one punch. Hold my beer.
Nice. That's a good story. I like that.
Oh, I had a dude in high school. He tried to stick me with the name Igor, and I wasn't going for that. I took crap from seniors, but I'm not taking crap from a junior. And I thought if he says one more thing to me, I'm gonna drill him. And I'm coming from ag class to the new building where there was the English class. And he gets in front of me, goes, Igor, ooh, ooh. And I hit him with a right hand. He went flying. He went flying backwards, head over heels.
Nice.
Woke up, he got up, his jaw's all swollen up. He's hiding behind his ugly girlfriend. He's going, I'm going to kick your ass. I go, well, here I am, dude. I'm late for English class. See you later.
Now, what was easier for you, your first Golden Gloves fight or your first open mic?
First Golden Gloves fight.
Because you won.
Yeah. I did all right first one. The second one, I bombed like Pearl Harbor. They didn't tell me, but it was a contest. And some lady came up from Branson and brought her church group. And I'm telling the dirtiest, filthiest set I could possibly say. And I'm thinking, they're not laughing. I need to get dirtier. I mean,
Doubling down is the way to go.
I just doubled down on it, and I felt bad the next day. And some guy walked up, and that was hilarious. It was full of church ladies. Oh shoot!
Now, one of the things I found out about you doing my research was that you had an emu named Elliot.
Yes, I do. He's 30.
Oh, you still have him?
Yeah, he's like 36 years old.
Wow.
No, my son's 36. He's 30. He's 32.
I can see getting those two confused.
I know that's how I keep how old he is. We got him. My son was about 3 or 4.
And he's still around. That's awesome. I'd like to meet him one day, maybe.
Yeah, he's going strong. I just, you don't take no crap off the pig. Pig tries to get horsey with him. He bites him on the nose and kicks him in the ass.
How many other animals do you have? Do you have a bunch?
Well, I used to own like an exotic animal farm. I had parrots, swans. I had all this stuff. You go like to St. Louis Zoo and see all the ducks at the lake, different kinds of geese. I had a lot of rare stuff. Golden pheasants, Impian pheasants, peacocks, several different kinds of them, macaws. I had about 20 different kinds of parrots, but I was a dog catcher, so I was coming home, working with animals all day and coming home taking care of them all night. I just said, that's it.
How did you get a job as the dog catcher?
I had experience. Well, I was. I was in a dying industry.
Dog catching's a dying industry?
No, printing. I worked for the. I worked for a small mom and pop printer making bankruptcy forms. Oddly enough.
Yeah.
I had to use them before, so. But anyhow, I worked for a small printer. Then I worked for the Post-Dispatch for several years, which is the major metropolitan newspaper. And at one point, they had like 175 guys working in the press room, just pressmen. Then they had 75 flymen, and then 25 apprentices, and then that's not counting paper handlers and plate makers. And now, last I heard, it was down to 28, and they just completely closed and they're printing it out of town somewhere.
I probably do it on a computer too.
Yeah, most of it's online now. You hardly ever see a newspaper. If it is, it's thick as this notebook anymore for a Sunday paper.
Just so you folks know, I make detailed notes when I bring people on the podcast. And this is a lot of work. All right, it's my favorite part of the show because we're going to play the feud. And this is Tommy's feud questions. They're real questions, and they have real answers. See? If you answer and get correctly or get scored and score more than 100 points, you will win. The clock starts when I finish reading the first question. Give me your best answer, and hopefully it'll score you some points. I do have discretionary points on all the questions. If you should happen to draw a blank, you can say something funny, or you can pass and get 0. That one. You seem like you're on top of it. Okay, are you ready?
Ready, Freddy.
Okay. Love this guy. Okay. And the title is Funny Animal Stuff. No peeking at the questions.
Okay. Sorry.
Besides a dog, an animal that if it spoke English, you would party with.
I don't know, man. Something weird about it to me.
A chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee, okay. A type of rodent an actor might insert anally.
A gerbil.
Gerbil, I like that one.
You know what the story with that is?
We gotta finish the quiz.
Ask me about that later.
I will. It's when we do the answer.
A very famous story about that. It's all bullshit.
Besides a cow, what is the most delicious animal?
I would say lobster.
Lobster's a crustacean.
Well, okay. Pig, I guess.
Pig, okay, good.
Chicken, I eat chicken about every day.
Those are birds.
Okay, well, it's a fucking pig then.
Okay. An animal or animals that should be given firearms to even the field.
Deer.
Okay, that's a good one. An appropriate tip for your 20-minute late chimpanzee Uber driver.
What?
You've got an Uber driver, he's a chimpanzee, he's 20 minutes late. What are you going to tip him?
Bananas.
Okay, I think you're going to get the free drink, okay, let's go over these. Okay, besides a dog, an animal that if you spoke English, you'd party with. And you said, what did you say?
I said chimpanzee. I think I take that back. Can I change it? It'd be orangutan.
Well, I have chimp, monkey, or any primate. That was the number 2 answer for 30 points. The number 1 answer was Wookiee, because there's a lot of Star Wars people that I pulled for this one. So,
Wookiee's not really an animal; it's a fictional character.
Yeah, but
Well, if a chicken's not an animal, then a Wookiee's not.
I fucking hate Wookiees myself. They don't even fucking wear pants. Do you know how small hung that guy has to be to walk around?
Does he have a dick like a werewolf or like a dog, or is it just? Like
it's the size of a gnat.
Sucks back inside you or whatever.
Yeah, because he doesn't wear pants, and nobody seems bothered by that but me.
Neither did Porky Pig.
That's true. But he's got the gut hangover like I do.
Yeah.
So there's that. All right. Question 2 was a type of rodent an actor might insert anally. You said gerbil. Number 1 answer. 40 points right there. So that gives you're already at 70 points. So this is pretty much a done deal. The number 2 answer was Mickey or Minnie Mouse, or any cartoon mouse. And the number 3 answer was a rat, mole, hamster, or any other rodent. All right. The next question was a delicious animal. other than a cow, and you went with pigs after about 5 minutes of delay. Number one answer was pigs, so you just won the contest. 35 points for that. Or did you say deer?
No, I said I was gonna say. You said beside cow.
Yeah, besides cow.
I said chicken or.
Yeah, that's a bird.
Okay, yeah. Then we had pig. The only other animal I can think of.
And pig was the number one answer. All right. My memory is for shit, so blame me for that. Okay.
I've ate some weird animals like raccoons and groundhogs. And, I mean, you put enough chili sauce on them, they're not bad.
Yeah. Some of my Mexican friends they eat tripe and they season it right, and you don't even know what you're eating. It's good. And it's
No, the worst thing I ever ate is squirrel.
And then we went to the abbreviated summer.
That's a mammal. It's like taking a walnut and filling it full of boogers.
I was kind of surprised when I
And
saw
you bite into it, you see the little eyes and little teeth, you bite into it.
All right. No more
Stop your
visuals.
throat.
No more visuals here. Okay. Animals that should be given firearms to even the field. You said deer. That's the number two answer. The number one answer was school kids or Wild E. Coyote. So they should be given guns to even things out. Bambi, deer, elk, moose, rhinos. They were the number two answer. And the number three answer was school teachers or social workers.
I would be more inclined for rhinos because rhinos, I think, you shouldn't hunt rhinos. Rhinos and giraffes.
Yeah.
The problem with these dicks and go out and shoot giraffes.
I would have put manatees on there, but I didn't think of it at the time. I like manatees, but guns don't really work underwater. So
Yeah. I mean, boats, yes. Guns, not so much. I heard everybody shoot manatees. Well, I made there's some hillbilly down there. Thought they were good eating or whatever,
Okay, an appropriate tip for your 20-minute late chimpanzee Uber driver. You said bananas. The number one answer for 50 points was half of a banana, but I'm going to give you all 50 points. You killed it. You got them all. The second tip was tell them not to eat yellow snow, and the third tip for 20 points would have been hurl feces at him.
That's a good one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the gerbil story with Richard Gere? That is complete bullshit.
Then why is it so like?
You know what the story is behind that?
Did he put a gerbil?
He was on a movie with Sylvester Stallone, and him and Sylvester Stallone hated each other so bad that it was either me or you get the fuck off this movie. And I think Stallone got kicked off or whatever, but he goes to he calls a couple of rag newspaper these like National Enquirers. He goes, yeah, I'm a doctor here at such and such hospital, and Richard Gere was brought in here with a gerbil in his asshole. He was felching, or whatever they call it. And it kind of, then somebody said, don't believe me, call the Globe. And they called and they corroborated the story, and that's how that got out there. And then they went to Richard Gere, and he's such a smug prick, he wouldn't even, I won't answer that question. Well, then you look guilty.
Yeah, it's taking the fifth.
Yeah, he kind of pleaded the fifth. He wouldn't even respond to it. Like, well, maybe he did stick a rat up his asshole, and he looks like kind of a weirdo.
Have you ever seen some of those like little short videos of their medical staff with X-rays of stuff guys have put up there? They got a TV show now called Stuck. I couldn't believe this is on Sunday afternoon. This gal from Alabama with different colored hair and green teeth. She's crooked green teeth. She's going, I'm very experimental in my masturbation. I stopped what I was doing. I got to see this. I couldn't imagine getting something crammed up there and then having to go. Not only the embarrassment of going to the clinic, but then you have to go on television and tell the world you're a freak. It leaves no room for doubt. Yeah, that's. I have some modesty.
Well, I know a gal was a ER nurse, and she had a guy come in with a Mac flashlight stuck up his butt. And the gal, one of the gals that's on this, like, they like learning to be nurses, and the gal goes, how do you swallow that? Well, you're fired, go home.
Oh, no.
I guess you just eat chili and hope it works for the best.
Oh yeah, they
Eat a
can,
bunch of White Castle.
yeah. If you ever find a ER nurse or doctor, hang on to some of their stories because they'll tell you. You know, they get a couple of drinks in them and they just let it fly. What's the biggest audience you've ever performed in front of?
I performed at the Effingham Convention Center, and that was pretty good size. I know Styx has performed there, Willie Nelson's performed there. That was a pretty big venue. I performed in front of a duck hunter convention one time. Me and Mike McGuire got, the guy was a duck hunter, but he made duck calls, he couldn't make it, so they called us, and we gotta be squeaky clean, so everyone half my material. I'm basically telling knock-knock jokes and Obama jokes. And that's when I ate the squirrel heads. Like, hey, you want some diddles? They had raccoon, chili, groundhog, and
Again
then
with the
squirrel
squirrel
heads, and then there's elk, all kind. I mean, it basically went to a petting zoo and murdered it, and served it on a buffet. And then I look over at my buddy Mike. He's eating nothing but mashed potatoes. He kind of, when in Rome, do as Rome, and I tried this. The only thing, the elk was kind of, it takes a little livery or something. It was,
You can't draw a line at squirrel heads. I mean, what line won't you cross? I mean, what
I think primates. I think I would have a tough time.
have you seen those monkey brain tables that they?
Oh fuck no! And no, you'd have to hold a gun to my head, and then I would kick your ass. I would beat you. I would pistol whip you to death. You'd hold a gun, make me eat it, but you're gonna get your ass kicked badly.
Yeah, I
To
don't.
the point you're going in a nursing home. I'd viciously beat your ass.
Remind me not to piss you off in the rest of this interview.
I normally have to talk about it.
Now you said you like dirty comedy. I'm known as a dirty comic. Yeah, I mean I have clean sets, but they're not nearly as much fun. But I found a couple of times I got myself in trouble because you can't do the really dirty stuff at bars and restaurants like you can at a comedy club. You know, have you ever had that problem where you were just?
Oh, I did a set up in Carlinville one time. They told me be as dirty as you want to be. Fine.
Challenge accepted.
You want it, you got it. You don't know who you're dealing with, and I'm talking about my balls hanging out. And come to find out, there's a priest and red hat ladies, and all the nuns were in the audience. They didn't think I was too funny.
No.
They didn't exactly find me out to be a real hoot. So half the police was laughing, the other half was like appalled. Like I threw a beehive. They started running for the exits. Like I threw a beehive down and kicked it.
I would have liked to have seen that. I've had a few looks on people's faces a couple of times that, you know. How long have you been doing comedy?
30 years.
30 years. Okay.
This is my 30th year in August.
Wow. My anniversary is in August, and it's 4 years for me.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of starts and stops. I worked animal control, and I was doing that for 7 years at the county, and I couldn't go nights and weekends. I worked at the paper every nights and weekends, and worked a bunch of odd jobs while I was going back. I went back to school. I was like in my early 30s.
Okay, now I'm going to give you the wife's question that she gave me to give to you, and that is, in your job as animal control officer, well, you were probably married.
Yes.
You were married the whole time?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask this question. It was basically, did you ever get any tail off the housewives?
Not off the housewives.
Okay, we're not going to go any further. I don't want to get you in any trouble.
Yeah, don't. Let's not go there.
What's your most
Housewives, other fellow officers, not so much.
what's your most embarrassing moment that's happened in comedy?
Most embarrassing.
Besides being on this podcast.
Most embarrassing. I've had some absolute shit shows. I'm trying to think, most embarrassing. I've seen some weird shit. Gal got fingered at Hey Guys during an open mic. I'm not kidding.
Fingered?
The Hey Guys Comedy Club used to be in Fairview Heights. there was some gal sitting on this guy's lap, and his hand went between her legs, and he seen he was kind of doing it, and her head was thrashing back. You know, she was getting it.
We'll enjoy it. We'll get started probably.
I'm gonna look that place up, see if I can get a gig there. You know?
Well, it's closed.
Oh, all the good
I think
places.
it wasn't me necessarily being embarrassed. I was embarrassed for this lady. She took a shit in the lobby of the Funny Bones, Westport.
I knew we were gonna get to poop humor at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I've had my share of bad sets, but I never took a shit in the lobby or anything. I'm like, I hope the manager don't think I'm with her.
I know.
I felt sorry for her. You know, she felt her and her husband was in there, and she's slamming these big, tall, foot tall mixed drinks. They're about 32 ounces. She's slamming them like Diet Cokes. And she got into about 10 of them, and she's walking out, and she fell, collapsed in a heap on the floor. I thought she passed out with a sugar problem or something. And I go, lady, you okay? And the husband going, oh, she just had too much drink. I go, I'll be a sport and I'll help you get her to the car. And everybody's crowding around her. And they go, are you okay, lady? Yeah, she's okay. She just had a little too much drink. She don't hold her alcohol. That was an understatement. When we stood her up, she just bowed as everybody out, one exit, everybody out. It looked like a jar of peanut butter exploded. It went everywhere. And I just went, yeah.
I know.
And everybody was like, oh, it's like you shit the lobby and you don't have any friends no more. And she...
That's too damn good. I knew a comedian who shit himself during his set because he had Crohn's disease or something. So it was really funny when he walked off the stage with bow-legged and he went to the men's room and he just left his underwear in the trash can. That's what he told me.
I'm surprised I never came close to shitting my pants on stage.
Well, maybe tonight's tonight.
Yeah, why not? Go for
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Lastly, you got anything coming up that you want to plug? Or
I got a roast battle coming up against Ebony Starr. I think it's the 31st at the Platypus in beautiful downtown St. Louis. I got another gig I haven't got the information on in Moberly, Missouri, home of Omar Bradley. And that's going to be in August sometime. And then I got another Dirty Old Men of Comedy, and not too far from here, Warden, Illinois. I can't think of the name of the bar, but it was on Bar Rescue.
well, if you give me the dates for that, I'll put them in the comment section so people.
Yeah, I can't. The other two I can't think of the dates of it off the top of my head. But
No problem. I'll put them in the comments so if people want to see it, it'll be there.
All right, yeah. I mean, now it's summertime. Everybody starves to death in the summertime. But hopefully the fall will start getting more stuff going.
Cool. Well, I think that's going to do it for us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It has been a real pleasure and very enlightening. Very. All right, everybody.
Peachy.
Comedy Jungle is signing off.